What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 here, bringing you guys another episode of Locals Report today. Locals was pretty lackluster for me. I scrubbed out hard, so I went X2, it's 5-round locals, 23 people. Misplays, that's all I can pretty much say. Round 1, I played against Chain Beat, haven't played against a deck in a while, so it's pretty, thought I was going to pretty much beat it because every time I played, I beat it. But it wasn't necessarily the fact that my opponent was good. I mean, he wasn't bad with the deck, but I feel like I was making a lot of wrong moves. Like, game 1, I pretty much opened up a really legit hand with a Gadget, Kage, Fortress, and like 2 back row, because I drew into another back row. And my opponent pretty much, after I made Gadget, search Kage, with a King of the Pharaoh Imps, I end my turn. My opponent plays Black Garden, play One Up Rabbit, go. My turn, I draw, I activate, he change, run a rabbit. Then I summon Gadget, summon Kage, he gets more Black Garden tokens to his field. I made Lavalvo Chain, search, you get another token. Basically, I feel this filled up with tokens. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm in a good position. And then after I fill this filled up with tokens, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make Heartland Draco attack him directly. It's going to pretty much get him down to like 4,000, and it's going to be pretty much a game from over there. He can't bring back his rabbit. And I'm going to stall him out until I get some answers. Then he starts sitting back row. And I was like, damn, do I really want him to set up back row? So I had a Dark Hole in hand. I got antsy, and I pushed the Dark Hole play, wiping my field after he started doing a lot of stuff to me, which caused me to start lose momentum because he summoned another One Up Rabbit. And he was stopping my SYZ plays some of his back rows, and it caused me to lose the game. I had the advantage, but because I had MSTs and stuff, but I believe honestly if I would just stalled and waited till I drew more defensive back row instead of drawing that bullshit I was doing, I would have won. But hey, shit happens. Everybody fuck up. It was a bad call on me. Game 2, I beat him due to chain summoning shenanigans, comboing. No, actually, game 2 I didn't play chain. I cited out chain summoning. Game 2 I beat him with my I cited Prohibition against him, calling his main cards, and I also cited some more stuff. I honestly forgot. I know I won game 2, and in game 3 he beat me again. Just Wind Up Rabbit beat down, ridiculous. I Prohibition, but it pretty much didn't do any damn thing against him. So I was pretty pissed because I won game 2, and I believe honestly if I wouldn't have used that Dark Hole so early, I would have won. But shit happens. Round 2, I played against Traptic's Artifact Hands. And it was pretty much a decently hard match because the first time playing against the deck, it wasn't as fast as I thought it was going to be playing against it. He opened up set 5. It was like set 5 every turn. He didn't really open up monsters like that. And when he did open up a monster, I'll have a D Prison or I'll have something like a Breakthrough Skill to stop his my Remelio plays. He never drew into Ziana, and I was just wrecking him. He drew into that trap card. I think it's called Sanctum. He Sanctumed me, but I had my Treacherous Strike Probe, Nightmare Force, Moral Tax. So it was pretty much controlling the field against the entire time. Also, Nobleman Extermination helped out against 2. I exterminated his Wire Tablets, was really good to remove all copies, so I didn't have to worry about it. And it's pretty much a game. I beat him 2-0. Pretty easy match. Round 3. Honestly, I know who I played against. I can't remember what the deck he played or what I played against, but I know I won my round 3 match. I just can't remember what the fuck it was. So if you're watching the guy, sorry, I can't remember what it was. Then round 4, I played against local player Vince. Whooped my ass with his Boojin deck. We go back and forth when we play, but this time I couldn't get the upper hand. Game 3, I drew kind of shitty. I opened up like 3 or 4 gadgets. It was bad. Actually, no, that was game 1. Now that I think about it, I opened like 3 or 4 gadgets. It was bad because before the rounds, I was looking at my deck because I thought I was missing a card. My deck's count was 41, and it's supposed to be 42, but I'm assuming when I was deck building the night before, I didn't put the 42nd card in. I forgot I was supposed to put a 4-second card in, so I put it in before the final round, which was just the compose, nothing nothing spectacular. And I'm like, fuck, I've been playing without compulse all day, but oh well. So I threw it in before the last round. And I kind of regretted it because it sucked every time I drew it, honestly. I am not like composed to this format. My last round I played against, so right now I'm sitting at an X2. My last round I played against Dragon Sworn. It was a pretty scary matchup. Like game one I beat him. Too strong with chain summoning. Comboing off my plays with the gadgets. He never was able to mill enough to beat me. And when he did JD me, I was already in winning position, and Harlan Draco basically got me that game because he had 2,000 life points left. If I remember correctly, I attacked him for no, he warning me, I think, or something like that. He was at 6,000, and then he soul charged for 4,000, hit him at 2K, and then Harlan Draco stole the game. I love that fucking card. Then round two, he went first. Game two, he went first. Double JD. I mean, then bring back title, whooping my ass. Then game three, I was scared because I didn't want to fucking lose. You know, I was already frustrated at that point. But we were going at it a little bit. I had complete control of the game because I opened up Prohibition. I called his JD. I had my gear frame. I made my gear frame play. And then the following turn, after I made my gear frame play, I did a gadget, Kage, ran over his field because he tried to stall me with a field of the hell is that monster? That little light storm girl that brings back people. And I basically wiped his board out. Made Wrath by him because I was so scared of the JD play because he had MST, my Prohibition. Banished his last two light storms out of the graveyard. I only had one light storm. I did not want him to have a light sworn in the graveyard, even though I did have bottomless trap holes and warning. I was just scared because I was already just, you know, shit happens. They go JD, and you fucking lose. So I made Wrath by Berserk, banished his light sworns, and pretty much won from there. Winded up getting 10th place after Swiss was over at an X2, which ain't bad, but it's terrible. 23 people. I usually don't do this bad at locals, but hey, shit happens. I get frustrated, but there's nothing I can do. Made a lot of misplays this week, probably due to the fact that I was tired. I got in from watching X-Men last night. Amazing fucking movie for anyone who haven't seen it. Really good movie. Then I was just exhausted ever since I saw X-Men. Went to sleep. Had to get up at 6 o'clock for work. I probably got maybe about 5 or 6 hours in of sleep. And it kind of drained me throughout the day. And then I worked out. I went to the gym before I came to locals, and I was like, man, I was so drained of energy. Not making any excuses, because that's not an excuse for losing, but it's kind of hard playing when you're tired. But hey, shit happens. Once again, not making an excuse. Just try to do better next week. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe. This is Yabo21 and I'm out. Deuces. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you found this video informational.